Nick speaking, and welcome to this video. Right, a very special battle report for you today, because I am playing Commissar Warwick in one of his Challenge the Commissar battle reports, so I'm really looking forward to this. We just set up our armies, going to run over the armies for you. So I am playing Necrons, as you can see. We're playing 2,000 points. I've gone for a Decorian design sort of list using my Super Phalanx tactics. Now this is an updated Super Phalanx list, so I'm really curious to see how I get on with it. So starting up, we've got an Overlord here at the back. He's got the Warsight, Nightmare Shroud and the Phase Shifter. He's with 17 warriors. Backed up by 2 Ghost Arcs with 10 warriors in each. And then running alongside that we've got the Immortals, 7 Immortals in a Night Scythe, and 5 obligatory Tomb Blades. They've got all the upgrades there. And then I have 2 Canoptic Harvest formations, 6 Wraiths with Whip Coils, 4 Scarabs and a Tomb Spider, duplicated twice. And that is my army. Now I'm playing against Blood Angels. We're playing a Unbound Blood Angels list today. We're playing during the day, but I used to play at night. So let's have a look at Commissar Warwick's list.
Alright then, so leading the army we've got the Librarian Dread. He's a Mastery level 2 and he has an Underslung Heavy Flamer. And then still in the HQ section we've got a Chaplain with Jump Pack and the Fury of Bale Plasma Pistol. Librarian, Jump Pack, Mastery level 2, and a Sanguinary Priest with a Jump Pack and Bolt Pistol. And then moving into the elites, got quite a few elites. Lamartes, the Chaplain there, and then for the Death Company we've got a squad of 7 with a Power Fist and a squad of 8 with a Thunder Hammer, and they all have Jump Packs as well. And then back there we've got a Furioso Dread. He has Blood Talons, the Magna Grapple, and then 2 Underslung Heavy Flamers, and he's in a drop pod. And then fast attack we've got 10 Assault Marines, Power Fist, Veteran Sergeant, and that's 10 Tactical Marines behind them, Veteran Sergeant, Missile Launcher, Plasma Gun. And then rounding things off, 5 Terminators, just regular Terminators, no upgrades, and they are running in the Storm Raven, which has a twin-linked las cannon and multi-melter. So that's about it.
Right, there you go. So very interesting list. Obviously I'm quite familiar with Blood Angels. There's a few units and characters in there I've never seen before, so can't wait to get started. We've got the train set up. We haven't rolled for mission or anything yet, so we're going to do that now. We're going to deploy, and I'll be back when we're all set up. Okay, so we have deployed and rolled for the mission, and we are playing Purge the Alien, so we're playing victory points. I rolled and chose to go first. Now, maybe not the best idea because obviously I've got a flyer there, so we've got 2 flyers on the board. Makes it a little bit more vulnerable, but I really need to get my RP up at the beginning of the game for my Wraiths, so that's why I've chose to go first. Okay, so I've deployed here. I've got my Super Phalanx in the middle, the 17 warriors with the 2 Ghost Arcs. Either side of those I've got the 2 Canoptic Harvests, and of course the flyer in reserve with the Immortals. Blood Angels have deployed. We've got, is that one big unit?
It's yeah, one big unit of Death Company.
Yeah.
It's got the Chaplain and the Librarian in it.
Okay, so we've got the Chaplain, Librarian, big unit of Death Company there. More Death Company at the back with the Assault Marines. Tacticals in that ruined building there. And in reserve we've got one of the Dreads in a drop pod, and the Termies and the Dreads in the Storm Raven. So, like I said, I'm currently going first. Commissar Warwick, would you like to steal the initiative?
I will give it a go.
Going to try and seize the initiative. Here we go. It is a 1, upside down 6. Okay, so here we go then. Necrons, turn 1. Okay, so that was my turn 1. Started off giving RP to the 2 harvests. Generated a Scarab Swarm on there and on here. The Tomb Blades just shuffled back. I haven't been too aggressive. I moved the 2 Ghost Arcs back here. I've got the drop pod coming in. I'm going to let Blood Angels make their move first, I think. I did move the Wraiths up slightly, but not the full movement. I'm just preparing for battle, really. The Scarabs made a head up over towards that piece of terrain. Obviously, they're quite vulnerable with the victory points. But we'll see what happens. So we're going to go on now to a turn 1 for the Blood Angels. Okay, so that's Blood Angels turn 1, and just like myself, didn't want to commit too much, so everything here just basically moved up around 6 inches. Tried to get one of the psychic powers off the quickening, but I managed to deny the witch. And then I had a missile launcher shot on this Ghost Arc here. I didn't jink, but it just bounced off the armour, didn't pen. So, nothing really much happening there turn 1. We'll move on to turn 2 and reserves. So, let's see if my Night Scythe comes out a 3. Yes, it does. Turn 2 for the Necrons. Okay, so Necrons turn 2. Moved the Night Scythe on up over here. Had some shots on the Death Company. Got quite a number of wounds through, but he saved them all. Produced another Scarab Swarm here. Moved the Wraiths that were here all the way over here, right in front of these warriors. Moved the Ghost Arc up so that it was in shooting range. I shot the Ghost Arc and the warriors up just up there. Only killed one guy. And then the warriors moved up here. Shot those guys there, and I think you saved them all that time, didn't you? And then this Ghost Arc moved up and shot them as well, and I killed one more guy. So only 2 casualties, but it is the first casualties of the game, so I was quite happy with that. Over this side, the Tomb Blades moved and then turbo boosted up behind my lines. Over this side of the table, I just gave RP to this unit, produced another Scarab, and they're basically just holding back, because once again, still got the Storm Raven and Drop Pod potentially coming in this turn. So we'll see what happens as we move into turn 2 for the Blood Angels. Okay, so that was turn 2 there for the Blood Angels, and the Drop Pod, which was in ongoing reserve, landed spot on here, trying to target my Scarabs here to get first blood. Both heavy flamers and some shots from over there, and I actually did pretty well. Still got 2 Scarab bases and 1 with 2 wounds, thanks to some RP rolling. So I survived there, but I didn't survive over here. So the Storm Raven came on. I did jink, but still didn't do enough. So that was destroyed. So that was first blood, and the Immortals, of course, have gone on to ongoing reserve. Over here, both the Death Companies moved up along with the Assault Marines. The Assault Marines managed to get into close combat with this squad of Wraiths. Those Death Companies tried to assault the Ark, but was just out of range with that terrain there. In the assault phase, I went first and just killed one guy. I only got 1 rending through, and that was a feel no pain save from the Blood Angels, so I just killed 1 guy. In the return assault, I just lost 1 wound on one of my Wraiths, so we're just drawed combat. I must admit I'm getting a bit scared now they've made it here, especially with those 2 squads of Death Company there storming up behind. So I'm feeling a little bit vulnerable, even though I haven't really lost too much. But this next turn is going to be quite interesting. I'm 2 victory points down, so I've got this over here maybe to try and get those victory points back. So we're going to go into Necron turn 3. Okay, so that was my turn 3. So I had to deal with these guys here. I gave Shred to this formation this time. Sent the Scarabs up behind the pod and the Tomb Spider just at this area. I was always aiming for the pod. I was hoping to shoot out the Dread because it's got strength 10 there. So because of the strength 10 slightly worried me, I moved the Wraiths up over here to go for that unit over there. Moved up the Warriors here to try and shoot that if I was unsuccessful with the Ghost Arc and the Tomb Blades. As it was, I shot the Ghost Arc first. I took 1 whole point off. Then the Tomb Blades got loads of 6s, so they could have done it by themselves. So yeah, a bit of a waste with the Ghost Arc, but still I managed to wreck it for a kill point. These guys ended up shooting at that Death Company there. All those shots through, and everything saved, so I did no damage. Over this side I gave RP to this formation, decided to move the Scarabs up here just to try and at least slow down this unit just for 1 turn. The Storm Raven obviously has got some nasty stuff in there that is going to cause me trouble next turn, but at least I've managed to slow them down because I managed to lock them in combat with just 3 Scarab bases left, but it was enough. This assault happened, and we're basically fighting with tin spoons. No one died on either side. Over here I sent the Scarabs and the Tomb Spider into the drop pod. The Scarabs managed to do the business, wrecked it for another kill point, but at least now my Tomb Spider is still close to the Scarabs, so I can generate more Scarabs in a minute. Over here, the Wraiths made quite light work of the Marines. I didn't quite take them all out with the shred, but I did get about 4 rending hits through, or wounds. Just 3 men left. They managed to run, didn't run off the board. I just consolidated 3 inches there, just try and stop them from denying the kill points. So that was everything. So now it's really hotting up. The battle is happening as we move into Blood Angels turn 3. Okay, so that's Blood Angels turn 3. The Storm Raven flew up over here, shot my Ghost Arc. I did jink. Managed to save a couple of glancing hits, 1 glancing hit, sorry, but I did take 2 glancing hits. I'm down to 2 hull points. Hopefully I might be able to repair that at the end of my turn and get 1 back. And then over here, these guys came up, shot me, lost 1 wound in the shooting phase, then they assaulted me. I'm down to 3 Wraiths, 1 of them on 1 wound. I did kill 2 of the Death Company, so we're just sort of locked in combat there. This Wraith unit here did a lot better for me this turn. After not hitting at all last turn, they managed to kill 5 guys, and then they ran away. So there's 3 guys there just running. I haven't actually consolidated yet, so I need to do that. And then over here, the Death Company took out those last 3 Scarab Swarms and just consolidated just up over there. And that is it. So we're going to move swiftly now on to Necron turn 4. Okay, so that was my turn 4, and this time I remembered to bring the Immortals on that were in ongoing reserve, which I forgot last turn. Because of the mission, I decided to bring them right over in this corner. I moved them up and then I ran them along with the Tomb Strider and the Scarab, so I'm just sort of hiding behind the building with those. The Tomb Blades moved up and turbo boosted up over there. They're potentially looking at either line breaker or maybe trying to get this little group of 3 guys behind that building there. We'll see. The Wraiths, I moved up over to that unit. There's 2 kill points there was with the whoever it is, priest and the normal guys. This thing here could only snapshot, so I moved it up 12 inches anyway. This sort of stayed where it was. I moved the warriors back. Obviously something potentially is going to come out of here in a minute, so not a lot I could do about that, but in the end I shot that at this. I managed to get 1 hull point off. It did jink, which potentially is useful. Then these guys here, this massive blob of 17 warriors, 10 of them rapid firing shots here. I think I only got like 2 6s in or something, and it jinked. Saved them everything, so only 1 hull point gone there. Actually I got no 6s, did I? I got no 6s, all those shots. This Ghost Arc shot over there before the Wraiths assaulted, but didn't kill anyone. Over here, the Tomb Spider, he just moved and ran up there, just trying to get that direction for when these guys come in and assault him. At least they're slightly further away. Went into the assault phase, assaulted here. I managed to kill a couple of guys. Can't remember who they are, but I got 1 victory point from that, and there's just 1 guy left just heroically standing there with my Wraiths. Over here I lost 1 wound on my Wraith that had 1 wound. I did 1 wound on the Chaplain. We're just sort of locked in combat. Hopefully I can stay locked in combat for the remainder of the game and just deny the kill point. Okay, so that was it. So I've managed to even the kill points now. It's 3 each. But we're coming up to Blood Angels turn 4, and potentially the key turn for this Storm Raven. Okay, so Blood Angels turn 4, and this was the turn that I was fearing most, to be fair, the unloading of what was in this Storm Raven. So, basically not too much movement around the table, except this guy here, who's a librarian, is he? Yeah, librarian. He disembarked from the unit and just came up over here towards the Tomb Spider, leaving the Death Company free to go over and sort these Wraiths out. They managed to successfully assault. In the shooting phase, the Storm Raven here shot my Ghost Arc. I did jink. I lost a hull point, so I'm down to 1 hull point, and I also lost the flyer array on that side. The Terminators and the Librarian Dread, they got out, of course. They assaulted my big squad of warriors. The Librarian Dread was really unlucky, didn't actually cause any wounds at all on me, and in return, in retaliation, my Overlord managed to destroy him with a lucky 6 on the armour penetration roll. So that was Slay the Warlord, and also a kill point, victory point. The Warriors went against Terminators, did nothing. The Terminators managed to slay 3 Warriors, and we're just locked in combat there. Over this side of the table, we have some more tin spoons. No wounds at all here, we're just locked in combat. The Death Company, which did manage to assault me here, I had 4 attacks on that lonely single guy to try and get rid of him for another point, but I failed to wound him. The other guys failed to do any wounds, so we just looked again locked in combat, nothing happening at all there. So, pretty eventful turn, very unlucky rolling there from the Blood Angels. It's fair to say I'm very pleased with the results of that, and I think that potentially may be a game changer. But the game, there's a lot of legs in this game, because we're only coming up now to turn 5, and we could have another couple of turns, so let's see what happens. Okay, so that was turn 5 for the Necrons, potentially the last turn. I couldn't really move much because everything's locked in combat. I did shuffle the Ghost Arcs around, made sure I was in 6 inches of the Warriors. This one here could only snapshot. It did snapshot at the hovering flyer, and the flyer did jink, but nothing from here. The other Ghost Arc shot at normal ballistic skill, and the Warriors all rapid firing. I got 1 hull point off, but some good jink saving there, so I didn't manage to wreck that. The Tomb Blades moved up here and turbo boosted up there. They're going for Line Breaker, and if the game goes on, potentially get that unit behind there. We went straight into the assaults. This was the key one here, because if I hadn't survived here, they would have been free to go into my Tomb Blades. Luckily I survived. I got 1 Wraith on 1 wound. So I'm just locked in combat there. More tin spoons here. The Blood Angels just couldn't hit my Wraiths. I managed to save all the saves that came through. However, I did kill the single guy from the first unit there, so that was a kill point. Or victory point. And then over here, the Librarian had really bad rolling, trying to use all this, some sort of psychic power that's going to instant death me, strip all my wounds, etc. But it failed to happen. And then I got really lucky and rolled really hot with my 2 attacks, and I stripped him of both of his wounds, so I just consolidated there. So that was another victory point. So what happened then? Then we went into the assault phase here. I did nothing, and don't think you did anything either, did you? Nope, so that was just tin spoons again. So we're now looking at 7 kill points to 3 for the Necrons. It's definitely swung in my favour, but the game is still going to continue, so it'd be turn 5 for the Blood Angels. Okay, so turn 5 for the Blood Angels there. The hover, or flyer, sorry, stayed in hover mode, moved out there, tried to take out my Tomb Spider, but I managed to save all the bullets from the cover save. The Terminators here, we had a bit of a combat, and I killed 1 Terminator with my Warsight. The Terminators couldn't kill a single warrior, and then they started running away, so they're currently running. Over here, I lost a wound, I lost a Wraith, that was on 1 wound, and then I killed 3 of those Death Companies, just locked in combat. This Wraith here finally died on his last wound. The Death Company moved up towards my Tomb Blades. Obviously if the game goes on, they're going to try and take them out. The 3 tactical squads up there came up, shot me, didn't do any wounds. I killed 1 in Overwatch, the guy with the plasma gun. They assaulted me, and we didn't kill each other, so we're just locked in combat there. So that was the end of the turn. We rolled, we got a 5, and the game is continuing. So we're coming up now to a Necron turn 6. Okay, so that was my turn 6. I started off moving the Tomb Blade down here. The plan to assault this if I was unsuccessful shooting it. This Ghost Arc and this Ghost Arc both got into rapid fire range of this, and managed to destroy the last hull point with the first Ghost Arc. That denied Line Breaker and also got me an extra victory point, so that was useful. Then this Ghost Arc here rapid fired the Terminators. I managed to kill all 3 of them, leaving this massive unit 17, full strength unit now after the repair barge here. I shot those Death Companies over there. I killed 3 of them, so there's 4 Death Company left. We then went into the assault phase. Over here I lost 1 Wraith. I managed to kill, I think, another 3 Death Company. There's just 2 guys left there. The Tomb Blade successfully took out 1 guy, and the other guy ran off of the board, so just consolidated there. So I'm currently 10 kill points to 4, but it is Blood Angel's next turn, and potentially if these Wraiths go down, if you manage to take these Tomb Blades out, the game could potentially still go on. You never know. Okay, so we're going on now, turn 6 for the Blood Angels. Okay, so that's turn 6 there for the Blood Angels. Not too much to do. The Death Company shot and assaulted my Tomb Blades. They managed to sweep them after the assault, after I lost a couple of Tomb Blades, so wiped out that unit, denying me Line Breaker and giving another victory point to the Blood Angels. Over here though, my race did really well this time, and I managed to take both of the guys out there, so it was 2 victory points back for me, and then I consolidated. So we're currently on 11 kill points to 5. We did roll, the game has gone on. I'm just going to play out this very last turn. So Necron, turn 7. Okay, so that was turn 7 there for the Necrons. Basically advanced everything here. I managed to destroy the last 4 Death Company there. So it's a full win for the Necrons there. No Blood Angels left. But it was an awesome game. I really enjoyed it, and playing Commissar Warwick was an absolute pleasure. He's a true gent on the table and off the table. He obviously has his own YouTube channel, and he's going to be doing a battle report as well, so if you want to see the other side of this game, then seriously go and check his channel out. I should put a link in the description below. As I said, he's awesome guy, so seriously go and give him a sub for me, please. Okay, hope you enjoyed this game. I certainly did, and I'm sure we'll be having a rematch coming up shortly. Thanks for watching.